Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. Today I'll be unboxing Warhammer 40,000 Boarding Patrol, Chaos Demons. For those of you who don't know, Boarding Patrol is a new way of playing Warhammer 40,000, which follows, for the most part, the core rules from the main rulebook, but with a few additions and changes. Today, as mentioned, I'm looking at the Chaos Demons Boarding Patrol, which contains 21 miniatures, all of which are Daemons of Khorne. You get Karanak, a HQ choice, 10 Bloodletters, Troops choice, and 10 Flesh Hounds, a fast attack choice. So you can also use these models in normal games of Warhammer 40,000, in which case you could build 1 unit of Bloodletters, Karanak, and either 2 units of 5 Flesh Hounds or 1 unit of 10. So let's take a look inside the box. So as you can see inside, we've got several sets of sprues and some bases here. These are 32mm for the Bloodletters. So you've got Flesh Hounds here and here. So you get 2 lots of sprues for each Flesh Hound unit. Karanak comes on 2 smaller sprues. Flesh Hounds come on, not Flesh Hounds, Bloodletters come on 3 larger sprues. You can see here. And then you also get instruction booklet for each. So you get the older Bloodletters, Flesh Hounds, and Karanak, of which I've received 2. And then you also get sort of a larger oval base for Karanak, and then all of these oval ones for the Flesh Hounds. Let's start with the Bloodletters. So as mentioned, you get 10 Bloodletters. You get the options to build one with a banner, one with an instrument, and you also get a different head to build a champion. With the current rules, banners and champions and instruments are all free, so there's no reason not to build these to gain the benefits of them, unless you don't particularly like them. So you can see here, we've got all the heads. You can see possibly the mould lines here on the side. I know these used to be quite bad and need a lot of cleaning up, but they don't seem to be quite so bad as they used to be. There you can see them, if you look, they're quite prominent on the side of the head here. So this sort of covers all of the models. The flames here go on the back of the Bloodletters, and then the heads are each made of 2 parts. So this is sort of the main body, and then you have the horns here. So again, you've got the body of the Bloodletter here. The flames, as mentioned earlier, go on the back. The legs each come in 2 parts. You've got a right arm with a sword, and the left arms, for the most part, are all empty, bar the one's optional instrument and banner. So if we take another look here, you might be able to see the mould lines again on the models. So as I mentioned, they're quite prominent, so these do require quite a lot of cleaning up to do. So that's the Bloodletters. Next, we're going to have a look at the Flesh Hounds. So as mentioned, you get 3 smaller sprues to make these up, each containing 5 Flesh Hounds. So these look quite simple to put together. You've got a body here, body here, body here, and the other parts of the bodies here. The heads look like they're made up of 2 parts, so you don't get a lot of options for these, but they do look fairly straightforward to put together. Looking at the sides of them, they don't seem to have that bad mould lines. You can see here on the leg there are some, but they're not anywhere near as prominent as those on the Bloodletters, so they should be much easier to clean up So yeah, if we look here, you can see the mould lines, but they're just not as bad. Not quite so thick. Got lots of detail, so you've got sort of on the sides, you've got all these little dots to paint. You've got the fur on the back, sort of the ribbing and the flesh around the heads. You can see all the teeth. You've got the eyes in there. So yeah, you can see again, you've got the ribbing here, little nodules on the skin, spines on the back. So they're all slightly different. Some have spines, some have fur. Finally, let's have a look at Karanak. So Karanak is made up of a lot more parts than the Flesh Hounds. You can see here you've got part of his body here and here. He's got 3 heads, which explains why he's got a lot more parts. This looks like a back leg to me, possibly. It might be this leg here. But yeah, you can see there's one head. There's sort of central head by the looks of it, and then the final head. Or it might be that way around. Quite very well detailed. Again, there's less mould lines compared to both the Flesh Hounds and the Bloodletters. So Karanak should also be quite easy to clean up. He is really detailed. So yeah, looking there, you can't really see any mould lines. So you can see all the ribbing on the around the neck and the fur on the back here. Sort of spiky tails. It's again very detailed. Just going to have a quick look at the instruction books. So here you can see sort of the different steps used to put together Karanak. You've got 3 parts that make up the main body. Then you've got the separate legs here, the feet, and then the heads all get put together separately. But it's quite intuitive, and you should be able to work it out mostly just by looking at the different pieces, what goes where. So the Bloodletters, you get the options of different parts this time. So you've got different swords that you can use. You get 10 in the box, but you can use them with whichever miniature you want. All the bodies are pretty much the same. So as I said, you've got the 2 parts that make up the leg and 2 parts that make up the body. Just with the arms and the weapons, you can get lots of different combinations, so none of your Bloodletters look the same. And again, with the heads, you get a lot of variety, so you get 10 different heads, and you can make sure all of your units look different. They're quite straightforward to put together. From what I remember of my older ones, when they were on the 25mm bases, the banners had a tendency to fall over because they were very top heavy. But with the 32mm, they should be okay. And yeah, that's sort of how easy they are to put together. There's lots of cleaning up, not difficult to make, but they have a lot of cleaning up required. Last but not least, the Flesh Hounds. So as I mentioned, these are quite straightforward to put together. You've got 2 parts of the body, 2 parts of the head, and then you just stick them on the base and you're done. And again for the second Flesh Hounds, which all of them are 2 parts of the body, 2 parts of the head, so they're all really easy to put together. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing video. If you do, please like, comment, subscribe. This all helps me grow as a channel, helps me get seen, and it just really benefits me in the long run. And if you want to support me as well, you can become a member of Mythical Meeples. There'll be a link in the description below. Or you can support me as well by becoming a patron. If you do either of these things, you'll gain access to extra content, sneak peeks, and behind the scenes. And it just helps me as well because it provides me money to do more of this for you. So thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.